What's going on, everyone? So we have some huge news here, and I kind of seen this coming. We're gonna go over to a video that I talked about too while calling this out. Some more Sony shakeups going on, but this is actually would be better for them, and they're gonna get back more to Japanese leadership being at the head. Sony leadership changes. Are we ready for this? Hiroki Totoki promoted to CEO and president of Sony, succeeding Kenichiro Yoshida, which is good. I'm not sure. I'm going to tell you guys why. Hideaki Noshino to become solo CEO of all Sony Entertainment or Interactive Entertainment, PlayStation. HERMAN HULST to remain CEO of PlayStation Studios, reporting to Nishino. I mean, he got a demote. He needed to. Like I said, they tried it, but who made that decision, by the way? Who also removed Shuhei Yoshida and Sean Layden? Kenichiro Yoshida. He made those decisions to allow that to happen. We're also going to go back a little bit and see why all that happened with the live service cancel games, who was running all this. We know Jim Ryan done that. He chose Jim Ryan also, this guy right here. So let's go ahead and get into this. This is going to be an interesting one, right? Like, comment, subscribe. So going over here, we see he's been promoted to the top CEO of Sony. He's going to replace that guy who's been a CEO since 2018. I will work to create a bright future filled with a boundless sense of kondo, emotion. Right? We see that now he's no longer co-CEO. Remember, he was co-CEO before, but he's not anymore. Now it's just him being that. And he is now of the Sony company. That's more Japanese, which is better. We're gonna get to about those guys' mentalities too. This guy and this guy, they're about multi-platform, making the most money as possible, not being stuck on PlayStation only. They want to go to PC. They may even want to branch out to Nintendo and maybe even Xbox. You never know. So all that stuff that they were saying over there on that side, talking about PlayStation games are not coming to Xbox, and Xbox is getting all PlayStation games. I don't know about that. They're gonna get Steam anyways. But with these two guys being here now, they're all about business and profit, and I'm gonna show you why. But actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Then we're gonna get to the other video real quick that I've explained right here. PlayStation Shuhei Yoshida was removed by CEO for saying no to live service games. He destroyed PlayStation 5. And he also put Jim Ryan at the head and made all those other decisions. And you guys are going to laugh at what I have to say on that in a second. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. Hold on. This is what Hideaki Nishino said. Him. Consoles will remain core of PlayStation business in the future, says Sony's Hideaki Nishino. We are trying to increase our share of the overall, let me highlight this, game market by developing content for PCs as well. He wants to be more on PC, like closer to day one. There's no doubt that consoles will be at the core of our business, but by offering titles for platforms other than consoles, we will reach a wider range of customers. You see that right there? He wants to do that. Now let's look at Hiroki Totoki. Sony President Hiroki Totoki has said that PlayStation will increase its multi-platform presence to improve operating profit. Like I said, these guys are more about business. They ain't all about being stuck locking games away. No. They want to make the most profit. And that's what needs to happen with all these canceled live service games, with Concord being canceled. You think they're gaining money? Saying that single-player games are not sustainable anymore? How is she going to make more money? A lot of huge changes happening in January. January was a crazy month, as I said it would be. Totoki believes that strong first-party content can be grown. Guys, what does it say? Across platforms, including consoles and computers. Uh-oh. Totoki has said that he wants to be aggressive in improving margin performance, not in locking away games. He also said that in the past, the main purpose of first-party titles was to popularize the console. Totoki believes that there are opportunities to improve margins. Sony is looking to bring more first-party games to other platforms to see growth. He didn't say PC. He said other platforms. The Switch 2 is going to get it. Sony's also looking at a multi-platform pivot to increase profit margins. What happened, ponies? Over there making fun of Xbox or whatever when they're giving you games? Oh, you think your games are staying over there? Wake up. Smell the coffee. I told you Sony's gonna copy everything Microsoft does. And they copy Nintendo. What you got to say? This is huge. So this was what Shuhei said too, because he got removed.
Knowing that risk gave Herman resource and chance and try it. I think that's the way they did it. So in my mind, oh wow, that's great. And hopefully, some games will become successful. And luckily, Helldiver 2 did so well.
It sure did.
No one have expected, right?
Yeah.
Lucky, right? Imagine if that didn't. And that was thanks to PC.
Of course.
So you cannot plan a success in this industry. That's the most fun part.
That's the fun part. That's the fun part.
That's the most fun part of this business, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope this strategy would work in the end. Yeah. So yeah.
How jealous were you though that Herman takes control? Herman takes control. They give him all this resource and money to go make this second thing. You're in there. Yeah. You're trying to make the Vita happen, but you got to split teams. They're not giving you more studios to make Vita games. I digress.
I thought if I was in the position of Herman, probably I would have tried to resist that direction. So so probably maybe that's one of the reasons they removed me from the first one. Because they
she was going to be a problem.
The reason they removed me, see, that's what the older president was doing. And I would have tried to resist that live service rush, right? That Herman and Jim Ryan were doing. Yeah, letting the Europeans take over. You need to stay Japanese. It's the problem with Sony. Now, Kenichiro Yoshida. Ready. Right here. CEO of Sony. Kenichiro Yoshida. What's interesting about this guy is that he began as the chairman in 2020. Before that, leadership was a lot better. But there's somebody telling him to do things too. I think this goes all the way back to politics. Of course it does. Because if we play Yakuza, you know about the chairman with the name coming up and all that. It gets very interesting, right? So let's go take a look at him real quick. I'm going to give you guys the answer that I was talking about. Kenichiro Yoshida is a Japanese businessman who has been the chief executive officer of Sony since April 2018 and chairman since June 2020, right before the PlayStation 5 was coming out. Succeeding Kazuhiro Hirai, who I actually liked. He was doing a way better job. This guy was the real deal. This guy right now, I don't know what he's doing, and if he's whoever he has behind his back to and the decisions he's making, but it is not good. Are we ready for this? Let's get ready. We're going to go back here a little bit, y'all. Who picks the president of Sony Gaming? Sony CEO Kenichiro Yoshida chose Herman HULST and Hideaki Nishino, which he's fine. As we see, he got a promotion. Like I said, he's fine. He wasn't the one doing that. To be the co-CEOs of Sony Interactive Entertainment. The two executives took over their roles on June 1st, 2024. But scroll back even a little bit farther here. I got another article for you guys. Sony's PlayStation business gets a new president and CEO, Jim Ryan. He's the one that started all this. Let's go down here. We don't have to read all that. Why is Sony making this change? Sony is nearing the end of its most successful consoles ever. The PlayStation 4 has surpassed 91.6 million systems sold as of January. See, we're going back here. And is likely going to eclipse 100 million this year. So why is Sony making a change? Sony Chief Executive Officer Kenichiro Yoshida says he wants someone to focus on growing PlayStation as an overarching platform. Remember what I just showed you? There he is again. He wasn't a chairman yet, but he still was making these decisions. Our game and network service business has grown into the Sony Group's largest business in terms of both sales and operating income, Yoshida said in a statement. Furthermore, our business in this domain holds significant importance as our growth driver going forth. At the same time, this industry is relentlessly fast moving, and to remain the market leader, we must constantly evolve ourselves with a sense of urgency. Nintendo's the market leader. You weren't the market leader. They were dominating you. What are you talking about? They were dominating you big time. But they want to say that and try to act like Nintendo's not their competitor because they don't want to face reality. They only want to say that they're leading against Xbox in the gaming industry. It's a thing with Sony. It's like this delusion that they can't get out of and realize that Nintendo has always been the leader, and you're not the leader. You're the imitator and the copycatter. Microsoft innovates way more than you. Just saying they do. Yoshida said he declined to mix up the leadership team after talking with Kodera. So we knew Kodera was there before the other guy decided. Kenichiro said that while he wants to keep Kodera in charge of expanding, here it comes, y'all, right? Network services, Ryan has the experience to ensure stability within PlayStation. Oh boy, are you wrong. You dumbass, he almost drove it off a cliff. He actually did. Some angel wings lifted you back up on some rail or something, metaphorically speaking. I laugh at myself for that. But he did. You guys know it. What is this guy looking at? Get him out of there. Go back in another position. He can't see. That's what I wanted to highlight for you guys so that you could see what I had said there, right? And then we see what's happening. Remember, I said this 11 days ago. But I've been saying that, right? And now we got these guys coming. He's taking his spot. HERMAN HULST is going down. He's back over here. These guys are about business and profit and seeing what needs to be done. Right? I mean, think about it. He needed to go. I wonder if they looked at that video, y'all, because I was saying that he needs to go. Because he's the one that was okay and all that. And then they went and did what they did. He was still letting it go. And then said they want to make more live service games. It's like, after canceling so many, because they realized they can't do 300-400 million single player dollar games and be sustainable and be massively profitable. And if they don't, they're going to be losing that Call of Duty power. This was the last year, if you guys didn't know. Sony does not have market rights to Call of Duty after this anymore. They were selling consoles and stuff too. That's why Microsoft didn't get that increased surge sales either. So going forth now, they have marketing rights. They can bundle Call of Duty now with Xbox consoles, and they're going to be doing all the marketing for the next however long they have Call of Duty every year. It's all going to be their marketing rights. So that's going to weaken the PlayStation brand for sure. Not massively, but you know what I mean? They're not going to have that marketing power anymore. And they're trying to look for that replacement. You can tell. And they want to make a lot of profit off of live service. But the people that they were trying to do that, the games they were okaying, wasn't working. And now we have some new leaderships. And we're about to see what's going to happen now. This should just also tell you that they see what Microsoft's doing. They had to make that happen quick too. They're seeing people criticize them. I know they've been watching the videos, you know what I mean? And they realize, yeah, that guy's not going to be the one to do it. He said over there, let Europeans destroy PlayStation. It's supposed to be more Japanese. Japanese been new. Sony ain't been Japanese in a long time, since PS2 era. They put their station in California, getting all into that political garbage. Just this generation just completely lost their identity, making more mistakes that you could possibly think of to where they could just literally lose everything. But because they have certain positions, and Microsoft made mistakes in the Xbox One era, they're able to a little bit get away with that, but it still damaged them in a lot of ways. And now Nintendo's around the corner, about to come with the Switch 2. They had their opportunity to dominate those windows and they didn't. Microsoft's only going to get stronger and better. PC gaming is getting stronger and better. That Sony leadership can't stay like that. So it's about to get interesting now. Let's see what happens. Let's see what decisions they want to make. And remember what they said. He wants to grow across platforms. But we know Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be highly targeted. So let's see what happens. All right, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about this. Peace out.